Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bushnell Prime 1700. This is a rangefinder that's capable of reaching out to up to 1,760 yards. It's a pretty long distance, so let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so again, the Bushnell Prime 1700. This is a rangefinder that I've been using for about 3 months or so. I was actually surprised at how many people were interested in rangefinders when I posted a photo of this. I was out in the desert ranging, I don't know, about 800 yards that day. And I posted a photo on Instagram. There was a lot of people that had questions, a lot of people like me who had only used inexpensive rangefinders in the past, and they wanted to know if this thing was any good because Bushnell makes pretty good stuff, but they sell it at a really affordable price. This right here is a really nice rangefinder, and it's got a lot of different features. We're going to talk about those features today. It even has calculations for angle and distance. So basically what you're talking about is shooting uphill or downhill. This thing will give you an accurate ranging for those angles. So you can see right here on the back, it's got a little picture kind of detailing exactly how that works. So let's go ahead and open up the box. We'll take a look at the rangefinder inside. We'll talk about some of the tech specs, details, and features here. But when you get it, it comes in this box. Open it up. Inside is your rangefinder. It comes in a soft case. We'll take that out. And there's some more instructions you can see on the inside. Kind of tells you a little bit more about it, warranty card details and stuff like that. And then here is our rangefinder. We go ahead and we open up the soft case by pulling down on the tab, releasing the top right here, and then our rangefinder is inside. So you can see, just like most other rangefinders, this thing's fairly compact, but for something that can reach out that far and it has 6x magnification, it's actually a fairly small unit, as you can see. Okay, so here's a closer look at the rangefinder. You can see that it's kind of this hard plastic shell. It does have that rubberized coating with some textures on it towards the top right here. These are the buttons for the power and for the reticle and for ranging, obviously. This thing does have 3 different reticles. It has a circle or a circle dot, or a dot just by itself. So you could change between those 3 reticles depending on what exactly you're trying to do. Same on the other side, says Bushnell hard case and that rubberized coating. So it's a pretty nice little unit. This is going to be for our battery compartment right here. It uses a standard CR2 battery. Now, the interesting thing about this rangefinder is that it doesn't use plastic for the lenses. As a matter of fact, it uses some of their really nice high-end glass. So it's kind of like a low dispersion glass, and it uses the same exo coating that they use on some of their higher end optics. So it's really nice, it's very clear, and it is glass all the way through. So there's no plastic components in the glass, which means that it's going to be a little bit brighter. Also, the objective lens is going to be 40% larger than on previous models, which is also going to allow a little bit more light. So with low dispersion glass and those coatings, you're going to get really nice true colors out of this because it is a 6 times magnification. So when you look through this, you pretty much put your eye, unlike a scope where you have eye relief, pretty much put your eye right up to this thing, you hold it up to your target, and it's going to give you that 6x magnification that you're going to need to range some of those longer targets. So the lenses on this thing are really nice. Now, when you're talking about the ranges that this thing is capable of, it is 1,760 yards to a reflective surface. So if I was going to be shooting the laser at this table right here, I'd be able to range this table up to 1,760. If you're talking about stuff like trees or non-reflective surfaces, you're looking at about 1,000 yards. And then if you're talking about hide, like a deer or something like that, it's going to bring it down to 700 yards. But still, 700 yards on a deer or hide, that's really, really good. If you're going to be ranging this at, let's say, like an IPSC style target or a paper target, something like that, you're going to be able to range out to those longer 1,700 yard distances. Now, another cool thing about this rangefinder is that it refreshes really fast. This thing actually ranges 4 times per second. So if you want to get just a quick snapshot of what you're pointing it at, you want to see what your range is to target and then put this thing down, you can do that. But if you want to pan and scan the area, it will read the terrain or whatever it's pointing at and refresh 4 times a second. So it looks like it's ranging seamlessly as you move across the landscape or as you move across targets. And it's very fast and it's easy to see. So as you're looking through through the viewfinder, you'll get the readout of your range, scan across, and the range will consistently change as you're going across different terrain. And it uses their ARC system, which is their angle range compensation. So as we see here on the box, it'll kind of give you some details and ideas of exactly how that works, so that if you're shooting at a distance that's up or down, it will calculate those angles for you. As a matter of fact, it'll tell you what angle you're at. It'll calculate that angle for you and give you an exact range to target, including any type of drop or any type of rise that you might have on the rangefinder. So I thought that was pretty cool. And again, these are going to be our distances that you can read down here. So it has that angle system on it. It has a quick refresh rate, 6x magnification, multiple reticles. It uses really nice high quality glass, really nice coatings, and so forth. So this is a great rangefinder. This rangefinder was sent to me to test out by Optics Planet. You guys know that I do a lot of work with Optics Planet, and that's because with Optics Planet, I'm not beholden to any manufacturers. Optics Planet doesn't care what I say about this, good or bad. They could care less. As a matter of fact, if there's something wrong with it or something that I don't like, I can simply call them and tell them, so that if somebody has an issue with it, they'll be ready to go. So I like working with Optics Planet, again, because they just sell this stuff. They don't make this stuff. And so being honest is extremely easy. So this is a really nice rangefinder. It's very cool, and I like it a lot. And my discount code will work for this. So if you guys want to head over to my website, it's thedailyshooter.com. It'll be linked down below. You'll see the discount codes and stuff that you can use. So if you want to get yourself a nice rangefinder, you can do that. Now, another cool thing about this rangefinder is that it has brush and bullseye mode. What brush and bullseye mode do is they allow you to ignore certain things in the foreground or the background. So let's say you're trying to range a target that's out there and it's past some trees, there's some small branches, some brush, things like that. You want to be able to range to that without hitting those things that are in the foreground. You turn this onto brush mode and it will ignore those small things and just range to the target that's beyond. Or you can put it on bullseye mode, which pretty much does the reverse. So it gives you the ability to ignore certain items and range just your target, even if there are some small obstructions. Now, like I said before, this thing has a lot of features, including 3 different reticles. So depending on how accurately you need to range something, you could choose between that circle just by itself, or a circle dot, or just the dot, which is going to give you the most precise ranging. Obviously, if you're looking at something that's far away, you don't want to use the circle dot because it's going to cover a bunch of stuff. But you could change everything in the setup. So everything's basically done with these 2 buttons on the top right here. This power button and this front ranging button. And all you have to do is simply hold the buttons down and then scroll through the different settings. Change your settings, and you could change the reticle, and you can also change the profile. There's going to be a little picture in there of a hunting rifle or something like that, so you can kind of change your profiles depending on what you're going to be using it for. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. So again, it's got a lot of great features. It's not a super cheap rangefinder. It's definitely more of a premium rangefinder. But for somebody who's looking to get into a premium rangefinder and not spend absolutely ridiculous amounts of money that you're going to spend on other brands, I definitely think that this is a good one. Again, I've been using it for about 3 months now. A lot of what I'm using in the past is just like Vortex, some of the inexpensive Vortex stuff, or just certain things that I've bought off Amazon that were like really cheap within that $60 price point. And those things suck. I mean, if you drop them, they break. They're not water resistant. You know, they work half the time. It's plastic lenses and stuff like that. So this is definitely a major step up from a lot of the budget stuff that you're going to find on the market. And the ability to reach out to 1,700 yards is absolutely ridiculous on a reflective target. So I thought I would share that with you guys today. Don't forget, again, you can use my discount code. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.